Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's time to get our day started. And here's a prayer with Grammy Award-winning Jekalyn Carr. Good morning, Jekalyn.
Good morning, Rickey and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. It is your girl, Jekalyn Carr. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, today we lift up every person who feels tired, overwhelmed, discouraged, or even weary. There are people listening who have been carrying responsibilities, pressures, and challenges that nobody else can see. And God, I pray now that you will be their strength today. When they feel like giving up, remind them that they are not alone. When the road feels difficult, remind them that you are walking beside them. When they feel weak, let your strength be made perfect in their weakness. I give you glory, Father, that even now you are strengthening the single parent trying to provide, the caregiver who spends their day helping others, the person who's facing health challenges, strengthening the student, the business owner, the employee, the leader, the dreamer, everybody who's listening now. And I thank you that you're giving them strength not only to survive, but to thrive. I praise you now that everything that was difficult, you are now made it easy for them. It's in Jesus' name I pray. We all say together, family, amen. I'm Jekalyn Carr. Don't forget to check out my latest single, History Breakthrough.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
14 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Alfreda's good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Thursday, June 25th. Here's what's going on in the news. President Trump is defending his decision not to sign a bipartisan housing bill aimed at making home ownership more affordable. The measure was expected to be signed yesterday, but Trump put the brakes on it, saying he will not sign that bill until Congress passes the Save America Act, which is a voting ID measure. And he says he knows all about houses because he made millions in the housing industry. And he says we should just lower interest rates. To be clear, Trump has spent decades making money in high-end real estate through family holdings, Manhattan property deals, hotels, golf resorts, branding ventures, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that side of the housing business he knows a lot about. But this bill is not about luxury development or big property deals. It's about regular Americans who are getting priced out of the housing market. In fact, this bipartisan bill would actually crack down on large institutional investors like Trump buying up single-family homes and give everyday home buyers a better shot at owning one. Meanwhile, Trump met privately with GOP senators yesterday to discuss Iran and Save America, the voting ID bill, and things reportedly got heated when he confronted Republican senators who backed the Iran War Powers resolution that passed this week, and reports say it got heated. Trump said those senators were undermining U.S. negotiations, but one of those Republicans, Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, said he was not intimidated and that he matched Trump's tone and his volume during that closed-door meeting. In other news, case that captured national attention earlier this week, or actually earlier this year, is back in the headlines. New reporting on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie, suggests investigators are now questioning whether they made the right call by not paying the $4 million ransom that was demanded. Instead, but get this, authorities reportedly just sent $152, hoping they would track the suspects online. And then there's another disturbing twist. A note sent to a Tucson TV station claimed Nancy Guthrie had actually already died. Well, she died shortly after she was abducted. Investigators think the note may be legitimate. So anyway, 5 months later into the case, the investigation remains unsolved. If you miss any part of the show, make sure you check it out on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Now, here's the look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the Los Angeles Lakers are keeping one of the key pieces to their roster. I'm talking about the homie Austin Reeves, agreed to a record-setting 4-year, $185 million max contract, which is the richest in NBA history for an undrafted player. Yes, Austin was not drafted, y'all. And, of course, the Lakers have Luka Doncic right there. But the big question is, will LeBron James re-sign as a Laker, or will he return home to Cleveland to finish his career? Only time will tell. Everybody's standing by, waiting to see what LeBron's about to get ready to do this offseason. World Cup action continues today. USA will face Turkey. There are 2-0, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. Let's get ready for the knockout round. If if you guys hadn't watched a soccer game in the World Cup, now is the opportunity to do so. And what better team than our USA team to rock them? 9 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central on Fox. I know it's going to be late, but
They
stay
need
up.
to hike the ball and throw the ball. Damn.
Come on, man. Hey, have you sat there and watched one of these games yet, Rick?
I be trying, Rock,
Come
man.
on, dog.
God, dang.
They be hype, man.
They be running and stuff, but then I don't know.
They be running and stuff.
Give it a shot, man. Give it a
Like
shot.
offense and defense. Like, see the defense come off the bench.
Wait for to put on some pads.
Right.
That's my quick sports report right there. What you got coming up next, Brat?
Man, Rock T, prayers up for money long, man. I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, prayers up for Money Long because she was recently on Good Morning America giving an update on her health. She says that about midway through her tour, she secretly underwent a life-saving double lung transplant last December after doctors diagnosed her with severe pneumonia that gave her just 1 week to live. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Here's what she had to say.
The road is tough, like even when you are healthy, and I should have never taken that tour, but there was so much going on in my life where I had to do it. Mm-hmm. And about midway through, we're up in like the Northeast, it's really cold, and with autoimmune, like the cold is not your friend. And so I got really sick. I got pneumonia. So I knew for a really long time that something was wrong. Every day I'm like spitting in cups and coughing all the time and trying to take all these medicines to just get through the day. But then all the doctors came in, it was like 6 people, and they're all like, you need a transplant. And I'm like, well, it sounds like you guys have a time. Like, how long do I have to live? And they go, a week. But they're kind of like, hey, this is not a joke. You need to make a choice. You can either go to hospice or you can get these lungs.
Wow.
Jesus. Like, I promise, like, you never know what somebody is going through. Like,
right.
She never looked like she was sick like that, especially when she was on the Brandy and Monica tour. Like, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with her. So let's just keep her lifted in prayer. Like, that is a lot for the doctor to tell you got a week to live. You're like, well, excuse me, huh? Like, what?
That's a lot.
Like, that is a lot. I mean, oh my goodness. So let's just keep her lifted in prayer, y'all. Okay, moving on, y'all. Doing a recent appearance on Club Shay Shay, Kurt Franklin shouted out an R&B singer-producer that he thinks the world slept on. And check this out, and then we're going to see if we agree.
And I'm going to tell you who I think that we slept on, that he should have been the name that really dominated the conversation of 90s black pop music. Devontae from Jodeci. You remember the sound that Jodeci brought in? Because they were church boys. Devontae's production. If you listen to those Jodeci records, his production, it was like Devontae, I think, is a name that we miss and forget when it comes to popular black music.
I love his enthusiasm.
I didn't know that.
He's like, Devontae.
No.
He was so excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we did love the Jodeci music, though. I don't know if we paid that much attention to. We just loved the music overall. We didn't really point out like, ooh, Devontae did it. I guess we kind of looked at him like he was just in the group. We knew he was the producer, but yeah, I mean, he right, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I heard the stories that he was kind of like the Teddy Riley for that group. Like, he did most of the production and writing.
Absolutely. Yeah. But did he ever produce for other people, or did he just produce for Jodeci? Because like Teddy and Jimmy Jam, they produced for so many different people where you was familiar with the sound. Did Devontae do? What else did he do? Do y'all know of anything?
We got to check in with Factual Alfredas.
I don't know, actually.
What? Factual Alfredas don't know?
Wow. As you can see, I'm typing so fast.
Typing so fast.
Gary, she done got on crack.
She sure did on Southern. Wait a minute. That's not her genre.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Just like that, she on crack.
Yeah. Crack.
Black people, anything that you ain't on point yet, they done got on crack.
Ricky. You know what? We go wrap Alfredas. You got anything for your fingers?
He founded the collective Debasement Crew, which helped launch artists like Missy Elliott, Timbaland, Genuine, and another group called Playa. He produced and wrote songs for a lot of artists, helping really shape the sound of the 90s. At least that's what Google says.
Okay, cool. Well, if you missed any part of the show, y'all, make sure you check out the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. And you can catch me on my social media at Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. And that's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Special K got news you can't use. What up, K?
So great to be here with all you wonderful people for another Thursday morning. Continue to buy my book, Man Laws. You can get that book on Amazon. Yeah, just put in Man Laws Special K. It'll pop right up. Got a brand new cover. It looks great. And, so I'm 2 payments away from paying off my 2012 Kia Optima. So let's get those sales up. 2 payments away, and I will have the title. All right, so let's get into this news you absolutely, positively cannot use. Let's start it off with the riddle of the day. The question, what do NFL Hall of Famer Michael Irvin and Gary with the T have in common?
What's that?
2 wide receivers that was catching a lot of balls in Dallas in the 90s. All right.
Man, God.
Come on.
Gary, you had to go and laugh at that one.
I just smirked, honey.
All right, Super Dave, give me some appropriate background music. I'm calling this little segment, You Can't Trust It. You can't trust it. There are certain things in life that you just can't trust. Let's start with this one. You can't trust an air traffic controller with narcolepsy. How about a motivational speaker with depression issues? You can't trust that. A homeless real estate agent. You definitely can't trust that. Man. A dude with no legs applying for a lifeguard job. Oh. No. A parole officer wearing a probation ankle monitor. Oh. An airline captain that likes to play practical jokes. You don't need to be up there playing. A cosmetic surgeon whose wife is an A cup. Oh. Yeah, let that one settle in. A tattoo artist with sneezing fits. A T-Mobile store manager with an AT&T phone plan. Damn. How about a man with no elbows that's a boxing coach? No, sir. Rock T, how about a dude with a wooden leg with a real foot?
What?
And the foot is ticklish. How about a dentist with missing side teeth? No, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And they're in their 30s.
How about a fat vegan?
Hey.
A straight man working at Claire's? No, sir. How about a car salesman you met at the bus stop?
You can't work at Claire's.
No, sir, not a straight man. Unless nobody else in the mall was hiring. I mean, nobody else in the mall was hiring. How about a one-legged kickball coach?
Damn.
You can't trust a church treasurer with child support warrants. That money gonna be short. You can't trust a faith healer that's on dialysis. A P.F. Chinese restaurant with all Hispanics working the kitchen. Yeah. And finally, you can't trust a dude with one eye that always says, you need to see things my way.
Okay, I really don't see nothing on here that I won't. Y'all make sure y'all clean your silverwares. Just because they come wrapped up, that don't mean they clean. I'm going to do what you going to do. Oh, they deep fried they chicken fried steak. See, this is not how I make mine. See, when I make mine... Okay, now how long is it going to take for her to come over here and get our order? Okay, well, before I give you my order, I'm going to speak. How you doing? You all right? What is your name? You didn't tell us that either. So y'all have y'all cell phones out while you're eating food, too. I'm going to have the chicken fried chicken. And I'm going to do a mashed potato and a corn. You get one side. Okay, well, I can pay extra. Do you come across many people that can't pay extra for a side? I don't see how y'all eat all that steak and got that blood just squoozing on out of it. I don't want nothing to bleed for me but Jesus. Now, hold on. Y'all don't say grace because you at a restaurant? Been sitting here so long, I believe my sugar done dropped. Where's our food at?
Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea in the cologne of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Y'all, it's labeled, or should I say it's titled, y'all, Sophisticated Black and White, honey. The wedding of the century, y'all. Philadelphia Eagles star Devonta Smith, y'all, and his beautiful new bride, Miss Maya Danielle, y'all, tied the knot recently, y'all, in a sophisticated ceremony with an all-black and black dress cold wedding. Oh my God, y'all listen. Now they said that the guests included NFL stars Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and so many more. Now the couple, y'all, honored their Louisiana roots with a Western-themed welcome party featuring a crawfish, y'all, boil and a custom cowboy hat.
Yes, sir.
Now, yeah, they said Devontae Smith has another ring, baby, to add to his collection. And everybody's excited. Now, I don't know those numbers, y'all. Can y'all help me out? The Super Bowl LIX champion, what's those numbers? Rock T.
You know what you're talking about.
Okay. Celebrated his marriage, honey, to Miss Maya Daniels with a timeless, y'all, and intimate black tie wedding recently at the Four Seasons Resort Orlando at Walt Disney World Resort. Now, he said, quote, we make an annual trip, y'all, to Disney every year, so getting married there felt like a natural extension of a tradition that already holds so many special memories for us. That's what the couple said. And, you know, they shared two beautiful daughters together, little Kysey, 1-year-old, and little Kylie, y'all. And this ultimate choosing, y'all, they're saying this destination allows them to return to a place where they already love each other year after year. And this is what everybody's talking about, because they let people know, y'all, that black love is still in existence.
Absolutely.
It's still in existence, y'all. I mean, you know, I kind of forgot about it. But, I mean, it's a great thing. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the festivities began, y'all, with quality family time at Magic Kingdom Park, then a Dukes and Boots welcome rodeo. Now, the Western-inspired party, y'all, recently paid homage to Smith and Danielle's Louisiana roots and felt like stepping into a backyard family cookout, complete with a traditional Louisiana crawfish ball and the cowboy hat station and all this and so on and so forth. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the next day, the 135 guests arrived to the black and white themed wedding wearing all black to create a striking and sophisticated atmosphere. Notable guests, y'all, with so many different people, y'all, honey. They just named them on and on and on. But the part of the wedding that I really loved, y'all, was just so touching. And I'm going to get to that part because, okay, they said now the live music setting, y'all, this was touching, Ricky. They said that the live music set the mood, y'all, for the ceremony with the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver walking down the winding black aisle to So For Reals, y'all, Candy Rain. And listen to what Miss Danielle did, baby. They said Miss Danielle, honey, walked down to John Legend's So High, which was played by cellist Dayron Fernandez, saxophonist Neapolitan Holiday, and pianist Philip Cornish, led by violinist Jeremy Green.
That's
I'm
right.
like, all right, bitch.
Yeah.
You better let them know how it's done, baby. You better let them know, baby.
Classy.
I mean, classy, honey. I was like, all right, Miss Maya, girl, you let them have it, child. And they look so happy together, y'all. And, you know, they've been dating since middle school. They knew each other. They met in middle school, y'all, at a track meet between their schools. And they got engaged back in Philadelphia on New Year's Eve back in 2024. Time tonight is a lifelong commitment to choose each and every single day, they said. So congratulations to them, honey. That I can still say that black love still in existence, honey, because they look so great
Accomplished
together.
wide receiver, Super Bowl champion, national champion from the University of Alabama, born and raised in Baton Rouge, and Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Make no error.
Yes, sir.
Come
Make
on now.
none.
Yeah.
So, all right, honey. All right. That
Proud of him.
Yes, they did, and they look so well together. I mean, like I said, just congratulations to them. All right, moving on quickly, y'all. Oh my God, Portia Williams is speaking out, y'all. She's telling y'all some things about a man and what type she want and what she would do, y'all. And here's what Miss Portia had to say.
And would you date an ashy man if he was rich?
I did. That came out real quick. We need to slow these questions down.
Wait a minute, what?
Slow them down.
I said I did. Now, would you? I did.
Baby, this girl, they asked this girl, would you date a ashy man, baby? And here's what Portia said.
And would you date an ashy man if he was rich?
I did. That came out real quick. We need to slow these questions down.
Who you think she was talking, Simon?
You know she was talking about.
Oh my God.
I mean, but that's a question, though. I mean, would y'all date an ashy woman? I mean, Ricky,
Yeah, they sell lotion.
Right.
They sell lotion. Baby oil too. Yeah.
But that was shady. She knows that question did come out quick because she wanted to ask it. She knew exactly what she was referring
congratulations,
to.
Portia, and dating an ashy man, baby, because, you know, I mean, hey.
Man, that's funny.
I love it.
I know that said it did. Y'all know what time it is.
Oh.
La 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 la.
Sha-la-la-la-la, baby, on the ash, honey. I mean, you know. But somebody told me, though, Ricky, ash, that's our true color, so why do we use lotion anyway? We shouldn't use lotion because
I'm not finna be ash. I don't give a damn what they say. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
The color today, y'all, is vivid cerulean. On the high end, you say vivid cerulean, and on the low end, you say beautiful turquoise. That's your color.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Blessed and highly favored. Happy to have you.
Man, good to be here, and I am incredibly thankful to be with you. So listen, y'all, we are getting ready to head into the 4th of July, and America is celebrating 250 years, and whether they're doing it on the White House lawn by punching each other in the face or whether they're doing it in communities in different parts of the country, every year around this time, I find myself, Rick, going back to Frederick Douglass and his famous speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July?" Douglass wasn't saying America shouldn't celebrate. He was asking a harder question. Who gets to experience the freedom we're celebrating? And that's still a question worth asking. For 250 years, America has existed without ever truly centering black people. We arrived here as property before we were ever recognized as people. We were a product that became an asset that helped build one of the wealthiest nations in the history of the world. Think about this, Rick. We've only been free from slavery for about half as long as we were in it. And that doesn't erase our progress. In fact, it really contextualizes that we have done as a people unbelievable things as we remind how young our freedom actually is. So while America celebrates this first 250, maybe it's time for us to ask a different question. What should the next 250 years mean for us, for black folks? Because if we don't define that future, somebody else is already trying to define it for us. The next 250 years can't be about surviving systems that weren't built with us in mind. It has to be about building systems that reflect our imagination, our values, our priorities, our legacy, our ancestral wisdom, the things that our ancestors dreamed about but could not achieve. That means us centering ourselves in the choices we make every day. Rick, when I hear us talking, I don't always hear us centering ourselves in how we spend our money, and centering us in how we vote, centering us in who we partner with, centering us in what businesses we build, in what neighborhoods we invest in, and centering us in the stories we tell about ourselves. And most importantly, we have to identify another generation of thinkers, of writers, of artists, of entrepreneurs, of technologists, and organizers who right now are trying to imagine a future where they don't begin by asking, what will everybody else accept? But instead ask, what do our people need to thrive? Our responsibility is not just to applaud them. It's to fund them. It's to mentor them. It's to vote for them. It's to hire them. It's to build with them. Because the next chapter of Black history will not be written by the loudest voices. I don't care if you got 1 million followers but can't move people to prosperity. I don't care if you've got 100,000 people following you but you haven't built anything. It'll be written, Rick, by the people bold enough to imagine a future we've never been allowed to fully see. Right. I'm going to leave you with the words of Octavia Butler, unbelievable Black futurist and writer and thinker who understood that imagining the future is one of the most powerful things we can do. She said, the very act of trying to look ahead to discern possibilities and offer warnings is in itself an act of hope. As America celebrates 250 years, let's celebrate too. But let's also commit ourselves to imagining and building a future where Black people are no longer an afterthought. Because the next 250 years should finally be a story that we write from the center and not from the margins. Those are things I got for you, brother.
Good stuff, Jeff. Man, appreciate you always. Jeff, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Let me know what your vision is for the next 250 years of us before we think about joining with anybody else. Y'all have a good one. Have a great holiday. I'll come back when we on the other side.
Yes, sir. You too, big dog. Hey, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Blessed and highly favored. Happy to have you.
Man, good to be here, and I am incredibly thankful to be with you. So listen, y'all, we are getting ready to head into the 4th of July, And America is celebrating 250 years, and whether they're doing it on the White House lawn by punching each other in the face or whether they're doing it in communities in different parts of the country. Every year around this time, I find myself, Rick, going back to Frederick Douglass and his famous speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July?" Douglass wasn't saying America shouldn't celebrate. He was asking a harder question: who gets to experience the freedom we're celebrating? And that's still a question worth asking. For 250 years, America has existed without ever truly centering black people. We arrived here as property before we were ever recognized as people. We were a product that became an asset that helped build one of the wealthiest nations in the history of the world. Think about this, Rick. We've only been free from slavery for about half as long as we were in it. And that doesn't erase our progress. In fact, it really contextualizes that we have done as a people unbelievable things as we remind how young our freedom actually is. So while America celebrates this first 250, maybe it's time for us to ask a different question. What should the next 250 years mean for us, for black folks? Because if we don't define that future, somebody else is already trying to define it for us. The next 250 years can't be about surviving systems that weren't built with us in mind. It has to be about building systems that reflect our imagination, our values, our priorities, our legacy, our ancestral wisdom, the things that our ancestors dreamed about but could not achieve. That means us centering ourselves in the choices we make every day. Rick, when I hear us talking, I don't always hear us centering ourselves in how we spend our money, and centering us in how we vote, centering us in who we partner with, centering us in what businesses we build, in what neighborhoods we invest in, and centering us in the stories we tell about ourselves. And most importantly, we have to identify another generation of thinkers, of writers, of artists, of entrepreneurs, of technologists, and organizers who right now are trying to imagine a future where they don't begin by asking, what will everybody else accept? But instead ask, what do our people need to thrive? Our responsibility is not just to applaud them. It's to fund them. It's to mentor them. It's to vote for them. It's to hire them. It's to build with them. Because the next chapter of Black history will not be written by the loudest voices. I don't care if you got 1 million followers but can't move people to prosperity. I don't care if you've got 100,000 people following you but you haven't built anything. It'll be written, Rick, by the people bold enough to imagine a future we've never been allowed to fully see. Right. I'm going to leave you with the words of Octavia Butler, unbelievable Black futurist and writer and thinker who understood that imagining the future is one of the most powerful things we can do. She said, the very act of trying to look ahead to discern possibilities and offer warnings is in itself an act of hope. As America celebrates 250 years, let's celebrate too, but let's also commit ourselves to imagining and building a future where Black people are no longer an afterthought. Because the next 250 years should finally be a story that we write from the center and not from the margins. Those are things I got for you, brother.
Good stuff, Jeff, man. Appreciate you always. Jeff, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Let me know what your vision is for the next 250 years of us before we think about joining with anybody else. Y'all have a good one. Have a great holiday. I'll come back when we on the other side.
Yes, sir. You too, big dog. Hey, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Yes, sir. Black Tana, what's up?
Just trying to
come on, man.
Just trying to pull it together right now.
What's going on?
You're not coming to work.
I'm trying to. When I sat in the car, but then I had to come back in the house. Okay. I'm just too stressed out right now. I'm too stressed out. I don't think I can come down there. I'm gonna stress everybody else out if I come down there with all this stress I got on me.
But why you go through something every day though?
I don't know. I be asking myself that why I go through something. You ever ask yourself why you go through stuff all the time? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like. Do
the devil be at you that bad? But why the devil only the devil come into your life like when it's time for you to come to work?
I don't know. This ain't even me. I'm just trying. I guess I got a big heart. I be trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to help people. Like right now, I'm trying to help my uncle. Right now, I'm trying to set up a GoFund fund me or go fund me I'm trying to set up something for my uncle right now, and I'm just
What
stressed
happened to
out.
him, man?
'Cause
I hate to ask these questions, but what happened to him?
I mean, Shawty, you know a lot of church folk. I just thought about it when I got you on the phone, Shawty. You know a lot of church folk. We trying to raise some money because he got in a little accident on the Ferris wheel down in downtown there alone.
Yeah.
And they had to cut him out of it. But
The Ferris wheel?
Yeah. Because he fat.
Wait a minute.
We don't really see
So they
that.
They had to cut him out of it, but in the process he lost his they wasn't able to save his shoulders. He lost both his shoulders.
His
and
what?
now he lost both his shoulders.
How you lose your shoulders?
I guess because the way they had cut him out, and now he needs some choir robes.
Some what?
We trying to raise money to buy him some choir robes because he can't wear none of his jackets and shirts no more.
Hey, man, look, you couldn't think of nothing else.
You ever tried to wear a jacket with no shoulders?
Hey, man, come on to work, Black Tony.
So you look like Patrick.
That don't even make no sense.
Or maybe
Say
some
what?
of them barbershop capes.
Hey, come on, man.
If there's any barbers listening, can y'all please donate some capes?
Black Tony, I'm gonna write you up, man. Come on to work, man. That ain't no.
Please write him up.
Calling up here crying about that, brother, and I don't even believe that.
Have you ever tried to put on a button-down shirt without no damn shoulders?
A what? What he said?
A button-down shirt
with no shoulders.
You ever tried to put on a polo shirt and you ain't got no shoulders, so the horse just laying there?
No.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has a tea and the cologne other day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Dwayne Wade, y'all, the wonderful husband of Miss Gabrielle Union, has openly, y'all, shared that he experienced a period of depression, y'all, following his 2019 NBA retirement. Now, he noted, y'all, that leaving the sport that he played since age 5 stripped away, his lifelong structure, prompting him to start therapy, y'all, to process his emotions, y'all, and find new purpose. Now, during this appearance, he was at the Tribeca Festival in New York City. They were saying Mr. Wade spoke candidly with Jenna Bush Hager about the emotional toll, y'all, of stepping away from basketball. Now, he said that the adjustment was Wade. He explained, y'all, that transitioning out of a lifelong athletic career requires building a completely new skill, y'all, set and identity. The stigma of it, he said, he admitted, y'all, that he initially thought that therapy wasn't for him, but retirement made him realize that he needed an emotional outlet rather than carrying those heavy transitions into his home life and breaking the mold. This was so touching, y'all. He said by speaking out, he said he joined y'all fellow NBA stars like Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan in helping y'all to shatter mental health stigmas within professional sports, y'all. Isn't that nice? I mean, Rock T, being a sports reporter, does it make you depressed if you don't do sports?
I mean, when you play a sport your whole life and you finally got to retire because of, father time and your age, sometimes it's hard to mentally shift to something else. Now, he's been doing a good job being an analyst and sports analyst, and he was hosting the game show. But yeah, man, that bothers a lot of athletes, man.
And I guess that could be with anything, if you step away from it, it could get depressed or what have you. And then, going through family life, he went through a lot with his divorce, and then with his son and stuff, going through the situation that he went through. I guess that can make a person, sad and stuff like that. And then having a wife like Gabrielle Union too, that could be, something that,
Why? What's Gabrielle Union?
Well, sometimes, she's a big star, and, going home and, dealing with that and what have you, it could kind of, just make you depressed or whatever. But we're glad he's sticking up, and we're glad that he realized, because a lot of men don't realize that they do need help. They speak out, I don't need no help, ain't nothing wrong with me, and so on and so forth. So, Special K, Rick, being a comedian, if y'all stepped away from that, would that make you depressed? If your joke's not funny, Special K?
I can't relate to that because my jokes are always funny.
Tell me, step away from comedy?
Comedy, yeah.
Yeah, it would be depressing because that's something you've been doing the past 36 years. I can't imagine yourself not doing it, Yeah.
And that's probably why.
I don't see ain't no way you can retire from that.
Yeah, and that's probably why a lot of people stay on their jobs so long and stuff because, once you retire, you get depressed. If you're not a big philanthropist, got a lot of money to take care and spend and do things like that, I think you would be depressed. Yeah, I'm depressed and not stepping away from work. So, I guess bless his soul, and we're glad that, he's speaking out on it and letting the world know that, he did go through something at one time. And now he's got help and he's got with his homies and doing his thing, y'all. So, all right, moving on, y'all. In other celebrity news, y'all, people are really talking about Miss Tracy Ellis Ross. That's the beautiful daughter.
No.
Of Diana Ross, if y'all didn't know it. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Tracy Ellis Ross is letting the world know that she is not pregnant. But she's not totally against the idea. She said, now, fans from the Blackish alum have always been interested in her love life, which she's done her best, y'all, to keep private over the years. Now, however, they're saying she's been open about not waiting for a man to live life to the fullest, documenting her solo vacation and other adventures on social media and her Roku series, Traveling and Solo Traveling with Tracy Ross. Now, they're saying that the 53-year-old star, she sat down with Jimmy Fallon the other night on The Tonight Show and, to talk about her personal and professional life, including her upcoming Broadway debut in Every Brilliant Thing. Now, during their conversation, Ms. Ross addressed, the recent rumors going around that she's pregnant, which she called, what? Hilarious. She said, quote, I don't have social media on my phone right now. She said, and I kept getting texts, and people were like, congratulations. And I'm like, on the play. She said, thank you. She said, well, apparently it was swirling around, and it seems that, people think that she's pregnant, she explained. She said, which is hilarious. She said, she is definitely not pregnant. I'm sure Ms. Ross would not want her daughter to be pregnant without a husband. So I'm sure.
Being pregnant at 53 is kind of crazy.
No, it's not.
I'm saying, no. 53.
Mary was 80.
Okay, that was in Bible times.
So people have kids older now.
53 though?
Yeah.
I mean, I got friends who had them at 50.
Yeah, so it's not too old to be
What
pregnant.
do I know?
Nothing. But congratulations.
Well, imagine being my age with 2 7-year-olds and a 3-year-old.
Right.
Man, look at here.
Yeah,
But that's
Ricky
all right.
almost 60.
They keep your ass young.
That's
and
right.
we have a good ass time. I'm talking about from breakfast to dinner to bath time.
But you ain't had to get pregnant though. I'm talking about being pregnant at 53.
Janet Jackson did it at what, 50?
Yeah,
Tamron
she
Hall
did
did it at 50.
Is she rich?
That does make a difference when you can get a night nurse and a day nurse and all kind of nannies and chefs. That does make a difference.
No.
Baby come out already in high school.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Baby going to the 9th grade.
Now that they said it, y'all know what time it is.
Sha-la-la.
Yes, honey. Sha-la-la-la, baby. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Vivid Cerulean. On the high end, you say Vivid Cerulean, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Turquoise. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This morning, we're about to get real open, honest, and intimate. Back with us is a television personality, author, relationship expert, and certified sex and intimacy coach. She is the master of all things love and sex related. Y'all, please welcome Tana C. Gilmore.
Hey, good morning, good morning. So happy to be here.
Hey, happy to have you. Listen, the summer is here, and you know what that means. People are typically, they want to be outside and having fun, but are more singles actually ready to stay outside, or are they ready for relationships?
Man, I am hearing so much that singles are ready for a relationship. They are tired of the breadcrumbing. They're tired of the ghosting. They're tired of being in situations.
Wait a minute. What is the bread? Wait a minute. Slow down now. What is the breadcrumbing?
Yeah,
I never heard of that.
Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing. So breadcrumbing is when people just give you drips just to keep you in the loop. They just give you, they'll call you here to give you hope and have no intentions on being with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Damn.
It's a real thing. Yeah, we hear it a lot in our matchmaking agency. Yeah, we hear it a lot. And so, and they're tired of it. And they're like, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready for my permanent plus one.
Okay, Tana, well, according to stats, many singles are now craving deeper connections instead of situationships. But don't you think singles like to be outside in the summer?
So, yes and no. So they want to be outside, but they want to be outside with their special person. So there's a difference. I mean, because you have a different experience if you're just, wilding out being single outside in the summer, yes, you're having a great time. But if you think about it, wouldn't it be just amazing and wonderful when you're walking hand in hand with the person that you love and the person that you're contemplating spending the rest of your life with, or, permanently partnering? Those things. Yeah, it feels different. It's a different experience. It's like going on vacation with your girlfriends versus going on vacation with your partner. It's a different experience.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about texting and dating. Does that take the romance out of dating?
Absolutely. Who wants to be in an electronic relationship? We tell our clients all the time, stay off of text. That is a placeholder only. And you should let that person know, like, listen, this form of communication really doesn't work for me. I prefer to hear your voice and see your face.
I heard somebody
but you can't do that all the time.
You can't do it all the time.
Working.
Exactly.
If she working and she got on headphones and y'all texting each other cute stuff and sending memes and showing interest that you like each other, you might get away with with texting.
Placeholder only.
Yeah,
until you can talk. Yeah,
I'll make a little video. You can do a little video and send it to her.
Breadcrumb.
I love.
That ain't breadcrumbing is just texting emojis.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
Like, what up, big head? What you doing? That's breadcrumbing.
I love videos, and I love apps like Marco Polo and FaceTime and video chat, because you need to see the expression on somebody's face. You need to get to know their voice. You know what I mean? Who wants to be in an electronic relationship all day long?
I'd rather her not wear me out, call and talk all the time, and send me a picture of them onions.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute.
See, it's men like you.
Listen, eventually you're going to want to see them onions in person, Rick.
Absolutely. Them onions get you over there. Yeah.
Bonbons.
Oh, my mama.
But texting, I don't like texting because when you text a person, you don't know what they saying.
Excellent.
You know what I mean?
But you can't hear the tone in their voice.
No,
exactly.
The sincerity in their voice. You don't know. And sometimes you get mixed messages. Sometimes you misconstrue certain things and you have it all wrong, and that's not even what they meant.
Yeah.
So that's why
it's certain things you
phone.
don't text. Yeah, you call on certain things. But if it's, good morning, how are you? How's your day? How's the job going? Here go a little picture.
Well, we all love those little good morning
Take
texts.
something
we love
on
that.
your little metal glasses. You walking through the house, showing how you make it. You can make texting fun, showing how you walking through the house.
Day long.
You got your metal glasses on or whatever. I'm in the shower.
Meta record. Nobody said anything about
Meta record.
What you doing wearing the glasses in the shower, dog?
Damn right. Meta record. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So Gary,
like you're joining
right now.
I'm so confused.
You're joining in with me.
So Ricky doesn't mind texting. Gary does not like texting. But what about FaceTime dates? Can that be like kind of an intimate thing?
It is. It's a real thing. And I love FaceTime dates. I love virtual dates because, again, it's a little bit more than the texting. At least you get to see their expression on their face. You get to hear the tone in their voice. Those types of things. And you can
we need the older chicks to pull the phone back a little bit. God dog it.
That's Gary.
I'm sitting up here looking at your nose hairs. Ma'am.
The whole
position the camera just right.
Ma'am. Vivian.
Or they have it too low.
Emma.
You're looking at her under chin.
Emma Luke.
I'm looking straight up in her nostrils. They don't know how to angle the damn phone. Vivian.
You know what? That's when you come in and teach them. That's when you come in and teach them. Baby, put the phone back just a little bit because I want to see all of you.
Oh, really?
Come on, Vivian.
All right, y'all. Hey, now listen. What is emotional availability, and how can you tell that somebody is, emotionally unavailable?
Well, when they are emotionally available, it's when they are being vulnerable. They're letting you into their world. It's not a surface relationship because oftentimes in the beginning, especially, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there, women feel like, let me just hold back. Let me hold back and not really reveal, who I am and what I like and and things that I adore about that person because they have a fear of being thirsty. But there's a difference between being thirsty and being interested. And what people tell me, clients, and men and women, is I want to feel desired. I want to know that you're thinking about me. I want to know those things. So you being vulnerable and just sharing more, it brings more of an emotional connection because these people aren't making an emotional investment in you without a connection.
Yeah. We got to talk about conversation ADHD. If somebody's talking to you, pouring out about how they feel and what they think, and your eyes is looking down on their phone, and for me personally, it made me not want to talk to you anymore about anything that's serious. Tana,
because they're not present.
Yeah, Tana, we both have lost kids.
Yes,
and
we
stuff.
have.
And when you do, it takes a lot to open up because you just don't want to spring that on nobody. You don't really want to talk to nobody about that, but you do talk to somebody like you're looking for eye contact and somebody that's listening to understand, not listening to respond. Or you got a response, just listening. Sometimes people just want to vent. Like, I really want to get into you and see what you're talking about and see what solution can I offer and make what suggestion can I make to help you through whatever you're feeling. But damn it, when somebody's looking down at that screen every 2 or 3 minutes, and
it's hurtful,
and they just
hurtful.
Man, it makes me not want to talk about nothing. It drives me absolutely crazy.
Well, Ricky, you like you said, you and I both have lost our sons, and when we are open up to share that with someone, we want them to be available and present and offer some support. But it's important for us to let them know how they can support us, because sometimes they just don't know and they're uncomfortable. But that may not be your person,
Yeah.
So but it takes a lot for us to open up about such a sacred, thing that's happened in our life. And
yeah, because when you can have some depth in a conversation, when you can go down to 10 feet, because some of these conversations only go to 2 feet. But when you're able to get with somebody that could go down to 10 feet deep, 15 feet, 30 feet deep.
Those are the ones that last.
In the conversation, those are the ones that you want to be with, because you feel like that's your best friend. I could talk to you about anything.
I
but
trust you with my I trust you with my heart.
Yeah. If you
with
can't
my
go
thoughts and my
past
feelings.
the damn Housewives of Atlanta and Young Miami and stuff or whatever, and can't talk to you about nothing else or whatever, it's not the relationship is not gonna last, because it just don't.
It's surface.
It's surface. Hey, we're gonna be taking your phone calls. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call us now, and no question is off limit. Tana C. Gilmore in the building. Hit us up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Our guest today is I be saying it wrong. I keep saying it's Tana.
Tana. Like
I keep
Montana without the mon.
Got it now. Montana. I always say what I've been saying, Tana.
You be saying Tana.
Tana.
You make it so fancy. Tana.
Because I say Tana.
Yeah, I can remember that. Tana Gilmore. I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah, I apologize. Television personality, author, relationship expert, and certified sex and intimacy coach. And if you have a question for her, the phone lines are open. So hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
So I've been with this dude for 26 years. And he was with a girl previous before we started dating for maybe 4 years. And her and his mom is still friends. So she still comes over for every holiday dinner. And he says, don't nobody have a problem with it but me. Am I wrong?
So there's a boundary issue here. And I think that's important that you and your partner are on the same page, because clearly if it's affecting you, then there's a problem, because you're his current and she's his past. So I think that he needs to set that boundary with his ex, and that's fine that she still has a relationship with them, but she can come around on their time, not yours.
Yeah, good point. All right. Good morning.
Hi, I have a mate who's dominant, and I want to know how can I meet them in the middle.
So your mate that's dominant. Okay. So I'm assuming that dominant can mean several different things. It can mean like in the kink space, or it can be just the personality. So let's go with the personality, because that's what I'm going to assume. So there's certain things that a dominant personality comes with, and sometimes it's intrusive, sometimes it's demanding and commanding. And if that doesn't work for you, then you need to let that partner know, like, listen, I don't like the tone. I don't like the way that you talk to me. This doesn't make me feel good. And I'm gonna ask you to rephrase that tone for me, because it doesn't work for me, and I can't imagine me being in this long term with that dominant personality.
Yeah, that tone and the way you talk.
Sometimes
to
it's
people.
Disrespectful,
and then
it's
the,
like no.
The condescending tone.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely disgusting. I get real turned off by that condescending tone, because I always try to make sure that I self-check and make sure that I'm always on point and respectful when I'm speaking. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that I'm not, because being a man and having a deep voice, you don't want to come off or try to intimidate nobody. So very, very respectful. And I always say thank you and please, or if you don't mind, would you please hand me that right there? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I just like a lot of just thank you so much.
Kindness.
I really appreciate you just showing kindness. All right, you on the phone with Tana Gilmore. Good morning.
Okay, I'm calling from Byron, Georgia. I'm a truck driver over the road, and I'm out here trying to make a living, and my significant other gonna tell me last night that she don't know if she can keep doing this because I'm gone all the time. What am I supposed to do? Give up my job to take care of the house just so I can be with her, or should she have more understanding?
Wow, that's a tough situation. So thank you for that question. I think that there has to be some compromise. What she's saying is that I am not seeing you enough. I am missing you. And this doesn't make me feel good because the desire is there, but you're not, because you're on the road. Although I applaud you for working and keeping a consistent job and keeping a roof over the head and, groceries and all those things. But I think that what she's saying is that she needs to see you more. So maybe when you're at the truck stops, you stop and you FaceTime like we talked about earlier. You check in and you call, or maybe you can, talk to her as long as you're being safe on the road, but talk to her on the phone and just invite her into your world because she's feeling the distance and it doesn't feel good. So you have to make a living somehow. And perhaps it's something that you all can sit there and talk about it. Can I do local driving, not long distance, so you can be at home more? Because what she's saying is that she's missing you. But I understand that you need to make a living.
But Tana, sometimes, like, if you want the big house and a nice car that you drive, somebody got to go.
Somebody got to work.
Go to work and get it. And I don't want to feel a guilt trip every time I have to go out of town, because going out of town is what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Have some joy when I come back. Don't make me feel. I already feel guilty for leaving. I don't want. Nobody wants to leave their house and get on the road, whether it be a truck or flying to go do a comedy show or flying to go do a rap show. Brat got to leave us some, but don't make us feel bad. Hey, have a good time. We'll be here. Have something special planned when you get back. And that gives the person more energy when they're on the road. Now you're trying to rush to get back and have a damn accident, or you just,
we don't want that. But you have to make a living. You're absolutely right. You have to make a living. And guess what? If that don't work for her, it don't work for her, and she can move on.
But was he driving trucks when she signed up for? I mean, when she
it sounds like it. It sounds like it for years.
You either gonna have a person with a whole lot of time or a whole lot of money. But it's really gonna be both.
And they change their mind all the time, but that's okay. But when it no longer works, it no longer works. And they both can move on with people that it works for, because he needs to make a living.
Yeah, when I went to Applebee's, went in there, my little short girlfriend, then the waiter gonna come over there and give her some crayons and say, "This is not my child."
Nope.
Let us know how you could be reached.
If you are single and looking for love, please contact the matchmakingduo.com. And if you are a couple in trouble and need some support, go to tanagilmore.com.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. About the time for the front page. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, June 25th. Here's what's going on in the news. Earthquake activity is making headlines worldwide as the death toll continues to rise in Venezuela after two powerful earthquakes struck just hours apart yesterday. A strong earthquake also struck off Japan's coast, prompting transportation disruptions and concerns about aftershocks. A brief tsunami advisory was issued for parts of the Caribbean, including Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, but now officials say there is currently no threat in effect for the U.S. At least 164 people have been killed and nearly 1,000 injured, with rescuers still searching for survivors. In other news, President Trump is defending his decision to hold off on signing a bipartisan housing bill that had already passed Congress. Trump said he won't sign it until the Save America voting ID bill is passed. The president bragged about his expertise in the housing field and says he knows exactly what the solution is for the housing crisis.
I made billions of dollars with housing. I know housing better than anybody, maybe anywhere. It's all about the interest rate. Lower the interest rates, you can have all the housing you want.
Okay, it's important to note that Trump built most of his fortune through real estate investing and development and family fortune. Supporters of the housing bill say it was designed to help everyday Americans compete in a market increasingly dominated by people like Donald Trump, investors, and rising prices. And affordability is still a major issue. Case in point, first-time home buyers pretty much have to be millionaires to buy a house. Zillow just came out with a new report saying a record number of cities across the country now have starter homes priced at $1 million or more. So let me break that down just a little bit. So the current interest rate is about 6%, but say the Fed did lower it to 4%. That's still $40,000 a year in interest alone on $1 million home. So that would be nearly 2/3 of the typical American worker's median annual salary of about $64,000 a year. So it's really, really sad. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Cup action continues today. The USA are 2-0. They will face Turkey tonight, 9 p.m. Central Time on Fox as they get ready for the knockout round. Let's get it popping, man. The Los Angeles Lakers continue to make moves. They keep in one of their key pieces to the roster. Austin Reeves agreed to a record-setting 4-year, $185 million max contract, which is the richest in NBA history for an undrafted player. Yeah, Austin Reeves was not drafted. And, of course, the Lakers have Luka Doncic on the roster, but will LeBron James re-sign and come back as a Laker? Or will he go to Cleveland and finish his career there? Stephen A. Smith has some thoughts on that.
Just know that the Lakers ain't winning the damn thing. Not unless they keep LeBron. You got opposing teams that are salivating at the thought of being guarded by Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. They don't strike fear in anybody defensively. They can score on anybody. We know how elite they are offensively, but they can't stop a cold. And so because of that, if you don't keep LeBron James, the Lakers ain't gonna make any noise in the West with just those two dudes.
Got some thoughts right there. NBA great Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players, man, was asked how good would he be if he played in this era of the NBA.
I lost the scoring title to Kobe the year he averaged 35. I averaged 33. If I was to play in this era where it's wide open, if I can average 33 in a season, I'm going to just take it up to 43. I know 10 points more.
Easy. Come on, man. Easy. Yes, indeed. I agree with that, man. Can you imagine if Jordan played in this era as well? Oh, my goodness. Follow me on social media at RockTHolla. Let's continue to talk more sports. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRA18.
Excuse me. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all fans are going crazy because they are saying that rapper Eve has developed a British accent. She recently interviewed on The Roman Show. As many of us know, she was born in Philly and spent the majority of her life in America, but she's been living in England for the past 12 years where she's developed an accent. Now, if you don't remember, she married her husband, Maximilian Cooper, who's a British entrepreneur, in June of 2015. Now, she became a mother of her own son and a stepmother and has been living the life ever since. Now she's opening up about her life in England, and here's what she had to say.
Now, you live over here now.
I do, yeah. I've been here almost 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Do you
actually for real love it?
Do you really?
More than I thought I would, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, when Max and I got married, I was kind of like 3 years tops,
Yeah.
3-4 years.
And then
now,
what, you were going to basically, were you going to convince Max to move?
well, once the kids, because I have 4 bonus kids as well. And I was
Bonus
like,
kids, that's so
I got
good.
4 bonus kids. So like once they got older too, I was like, oh, well, we could probably live somewhere else. But to be honest, I really love it here. I honestly, genuinely, it's crazy how much I feel at home here.
Obviously, she got the accent.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's good. But Tina Turner did it too. You know, when Tina Turner moved, honey, she got the accent as well. I mean, but who want to sound hoodish and talk Ebonic all the time. So I ain't mad at Eve, honey girl. Get your accent,
it's
honey.
just that the more you there, the more you it kind of just happens. You don't mean to. Like when people come to Atlanta, they end up being like, "Yo, shawty, what's up?" That don't mean they don't know how to still talk regular, but that's how they communicate over there. That's just how they sound. And she's been with her husband for 12 years, so she picked it. It sound cute to me.
I loved it because it still has a little bit of Eve, but it's like with a British accent.
It's cute.
Look at that She didn't even leave Texas, and she got an accent. So
I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Moving on, y'all. Speaking of Texas, Beyonce and Kelly Rowland have teamed up to give back to their hometown, Houston, in a major way. Now, together they helped fund a $8.4 million housing complex they call Knowles Rowland House. It's a 31-unit housing development in Houston designed to help people experiencing homelessness. The project repurposes a former youth center that was originally built with proceeds from Destiny's Child first single No No No, and it was later damaged by Hurricane Harvey in a fire. Residents will have access to housing, mental health services, case management, job readiness resources, and other support programs when the development opens later this year. So congratulations go out to them. That is what's up. It is always great to see people give back to the city that they from and build a housing development. That's pretty awesome. I think T.I. and Tiny did that as well in Atlanta. And last but not least, y'all, Jermaine Jackson was scared that claims that he raped a woman would not only tarnish his reputation, but also his son Jafar Jackson's big break in the Michael biopic. In new legal documents, Jermaine said that he wasn't aware of Rita Betts' lawsuit against him or the $6.5 million lawsuit judgment she was awarded in May until he got blindsided during a press tour for the biopic. He says that the coverage of the judgment ruined what should have been a proud and important professional moment for my son, and I was concerned about the effect of those reports on my reputation and on the promotion of my son's motion picture. Now, Rita claimed that Jermaine sexually assaulted her in 1988 after he showed up at her home uninvited, but he denies those claims. Lord have mercy. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but if you miss any part of the show, y'all, you can check it out on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast or wherever you get your podcasts, and you can follow me on my social media at Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got Dwight Stone with the Praise Mix Down. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.